Hey, what's going on? It's your boy back at you with another one, man. I'm gonna make this real quick because I gotta make some more rounds on the floor, but just want to chop it up with you guys, and I want to talk about the comments that Dr. J, Julius Erving, one of my favorite players in the NBA. I have nothing bad to say about him, but I'm gonna kind of check him on this video, but I'm gonna do it real nice. And I'm gonna say something, man. Dr. J, we all know, iconic player, revolutionized the NBA, greatest dunker in NBA history, greatest player in the NBA, won a championship in 1983, 1,000 All-Star games, icon, legend. There's nothing. I love Julius Erving. I hate to make this video about him, but I think that Julius Erving is a walking contradiction. You complained about Kevin Durant. Now, we all know, Kevin Durant went to the Golden State Warriors. He went to Brooklyn. Now in Phoenix, he has a super team, right? But if you really look at it, Phoenix actually traded for him. Now, Golden State was totally different, but he went to the Brooklyn Nets. And Kyrie Irving was already there. So, although did he sign there? But I think no. They signed Kyrie Irving, and then they got James Harden. So, but my thing is this: what Julius Erving don't understand is that I did my research. Y'all know I'm the NBA troll. Y'all know who I am, right? This fool out here, I ain't gonna say fool because he's an icon, but I'm gonna call it whatever. This guy complains about the 2016-17 Golden State Warriors, which I know they lined up. They had Stephen Curry at point. They had Klay Thompson at shooting guard. They had Kevin Durant at small. They had Draymond Green at power. And they had Zaza Pachulia at center. They had Andre Iguodala, Sean Livingston, Ian Clark, JaVale McGee, David West. They had McAdoo, because McAdoo from Virginia, where I'm from. Okay. Well, my question is, so we're going to sit here and Dr. J, you're going to sit here and act like that 1982-83 Sixer team wasn't loaded? I did my research. You had Moses Malone, right? MVP player from the year before, right? You got Maurice Cheeks, an all-star. You got Andrew Toney, the Boston Strangler. He was an all-star in 1983. And you had yourself. 1983 was an all-star. You had 4 all-stars playing on one team. Then you had Bobby Jones coming off the bench. He was an all-star. So basically, you had 5 all-star players on one team. And you telling me that team ain't stacked? And what I understand, you complain about Kevin Durant. And I also did my homework on this too, Doc. You are in the Hall of Fame. Maurice Cheeks in the Hall of Fame. Bobby Jones in the Hall of Fame. And Moses Malone in the Hall of Fame. 4 Hall of Famers. Basically, 4 All-Stars on one team. And you complain about Kevin Durant going to Golden State? And then my question is for you, right? You talk about Kevin Durant not getting it done. If you did not get Moses Malone, you don't win that championship against the Lakers in '83. Do you understand that, Doc? You complain about Kevin Durant, but you're doing the same thing. Larry Bird, let's talk about him too. He was throwing his little jabs, right? But you had Dennis Johnson, you had Danny Ainge, you had yourself, Larry, you had Kevin McHale, you had Robert Parrish, you had Cedric Maxwell, you had Bill Walton coming off the bench, an all-star center, an all Hall of Fame star center. I mean, these guys I don't get it. Like, even Magic. Magic had Magic. It was Magic. It was Byron Scott. It was James Worthy. It was A.C. Green. It was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It was Michael Cooper. You had Michael Thompson. You had Kurt Rambis. Come on, man. Those teams, that's not super teams. But you cry about Kevin Durant going to the Golden State Warriors. Let me get back to Doc. Doc, you complained, but you were okay for Moses Malone to come play with you. Why? Because you couldn't win on your own. You had the Boston Celtics down 3-1. In that 1981 Eastern Conference Finals, Sixers was up 3-1. All they had to do was win one game, and you couldn't win one game? You couldn't beat the Lakers until you got Moses. Am I lying or am I telling the truth? But you sitting around talking about Kevin Durant, and 1983, you had 4 All-Stars on one team. And then everybody say, well, that 83 team that 83 Sixer team was stacked, was great. Yeah, because you had all them all-star players. Come on, man. Come on, man. Basically, you had 5. I think you had 5. It was Mo Cheeks, Andrew Toney, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, and you had Moses Malone. And Moses Malone was one of the best players in the NBA at that time. Best center in the NBA at that time. He killed Kareem in that 83 finals. Killed them, bullied them. Swept the Lakers, swept. So how you can complain about Kevin Durant? Complain about Kevin Durant. Them 80s teams were stacked. Stacked. Like Isaiah Thomas said the same thing. Isaiah Thomas talked, right? But yet, Isaiah Thomas, who he had? He had Joe Dumars. He had Bill Laimbeer. He had Dennis Rodman. He had John Sally. He had Rick Mahorn, the Microwave. Come on, man. Mark Aguirre was an all-star. All those teams, so they want super teams? Man, these old guys be killing me, man. These older players be killing me. And they had 4 all-stars. That's my point with Dr. J. I did my research. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You complain about Kevin Durant? You played with 4 all-stars at 83 on one team. And you complain about Kevin Durant. That's my problem. That you guys are walking contradiction. I'm just tired of the hypocrisy. The Golden State Warriors had 4 all-stars. Didn't you have 4 all-stars? So you don't think the NBA was at a disadvantage when you went to the 80s, when Moses Malone went to the Sixers in 1982? When you acquired him in the summer of 82? It was no contest. As soon as you got Moses, y'all ran through the league. The same thing, you did the same thing Golden State did. But you complaining about Kevin Durant. Come on, man. You don't think it was a disadvantage? You, Moses Malone, Mo Cheeks, Andrew Toney, Bobby Jones. Come on, man. Nobody was gonna beat that team. Nobody beat them. The Don Nelson-led Milwaukee Bucks. They got one game. I think it was game 4. And then you wrapped it up in 5 and went to the NBA Finals and swept the finals, right? That move was basically more about you. Because you couldn't get over the hump. You couldn't get over the hump. 87, you couldn't get it done. 80, you couldn't get it done. You let a rookie take a ring from you? And I'm talking to Dr. J. No, I love Dr. J, but I gotta give him this beating. You had the Celtics down 3-1. You couldn't finish. You could never finish you were a great player, but you could never finish by yourself. Moses Malone helped you finish, which one of the greatest teams in NBA history. I have nothing bad to say about them. But I'm gonna close on this, that Dr. J need to stop talking, doing all that talking. When you had 4 All-Stars on one team, come on, man. You don't think that was a disadvantage? You ran through the NBA as soon when you guys were healthy. And I think 84 you lost because, health and age, but a lot of that had to do with health. With 84, you ran into the New Jersey Nets that knocked you out the first round, right? But my point I'm trying to make, you had 4 All-Stars on one team. You did the same thing that Kevin Durant did. You was okay with Moses Malone coming to play with you. So Stephen Curry, what's Stephen Curry supposed to do? They went out there, they went to the Hamptons, and they said, hey Kevin, why don't you come play with us? So then, if Kevin Durant don't get a ring, then you complain about that. So basically, you're damn if you do, if you're damn if you don't, right? Come on, Doc. Stop the hypocrisy. Stop it. Stop it. You was okay. You let him take over your team. He took your team from you. Moses Malone won MVP. What? He won MVP in 1983, didn't he? Come on, man. Come on. That won't fair. Nobody. As soon you got Moses Malone, come on, man. The NBA world knew that championship was over. You already know it. And the thing is, you was already in the finals the year before that. You was in the finals the year before you got Moses. But you complaining, man. You complain you didn't get no help. I'm just tired of that, man. I'm just tired. Like, y'all, these players, you can't win by yourself. You have to have help. So, what's the problem? Bradley Beal, people crying about that now. Come on, man. Bron make moves, don't nobody say nothing. But yet, when other players do, but that's a video for another day because they're going to start crying. They ain't got time. Look, how can you complain about Kevin Durant, Dr. J? I'm going to say this. I'm going to keep saying it. You had 4 All-Stars, man. You had 4 Hall of Famers on one team in 1983. And you complaining about Kevin Durant? Come on, man. You did the same thing. You did the same thing, man. You did the same thing. You played with all these players. Don't nobody say nothing. Because I really think people don't really know the game like I know it. I don't know the game of basketball, man. Because at the end of the day, you know damn well you can't win. You wouldn't have won that 83 championship without Moses Malone. You know it. You had 4 Hall of Famers on one team. You cried about Kevin Durant. That's what's killing me, man. Like, come on, Doc. Stop it. Stop it. Because these players are tired being loyal. What's being loyal get you? It's a business. If you don't, one thing I learned about life, that you got to put your ego aside. You got to put your pride aside. That if you don't look out for yourself, nobody's gonna look out for you. These teams are not loyal to these players. These teams don't give a damn about these players. Kevin Durant did what was best for him. What are you supposed to stay there with OKC? They're not gonna attract big time players. They knew they won't. You got a one-of-a-kind player in Stephen Curry, a one-of-a-kind player in Klay Thompson. You got a defensive-minded player in Draymond Green. What's supposed to say no to that? Supposed to say no to that? Huh? But you didn't say no, but you the same guy who didn't say no to Moses Malone, right? That's supposed to be your team. You're supposed to be the top dog. But you took a step back to get Moses, right? So why you complaining about Kevin Durant? Kevin Durant went to Stephen Curry's team, but he took a step back because he wanted to get some jewelry. In order to get something, you got to give up something, don't you? Pride don't get you nowhere, do it? So why do these older players keep crying about Kevin Durant? And you did the same shit. You went out there that summer and you knew you weren't gonna beat the Lakers in '83. So you had to get Moses Malone, a MVP coming off an MVP season. You gonna tell me that ain't weak? NBA been weak, but don't nobody want to say nothing about it. That wasn't no weak move getting Moses Malone. And you was in a championship in '82 because you couldn't get it done you didn't really believe you could do it by yourself, Doc. I know ain't nobody gonna watch this because y'all don't want to hear the damn truth. Y'all don't want to hear the damn truth about nothing. Come on, man. Y'all need to stop this, man. Come on, these older players, they need to stop. And I'm gonna edit on this and I'm gonna keep saying it. You had 4 Hall of Famers on your team in 1983. You complain about the 2017 Warriors? And I'm not saying that because you know I'm down with the crew. Y'all know Stephen Curry, my dude. But we're gonna call a spade a spade. And let's cut the bullshit, man. You was okay with Moses playing with you. But you weren't okay with Steph, with KD playing with Steph? Y'all kill me, man. Y'all kill me. You gonna sit here and act like that '83 team? That '83 team was one of the greatest teams in NBA history. As soon as you got Moses, it was over. You ran through the NBA, ran through it. You lost only one game. You lost what? 16 games. The same thing with the Warriors. But you go out there and go get Moses Malone with a team that was already in the finals the year before that. You telling me that's fair? Come on, Doc. I love you, Doc. You one of my favorite dogs. I love you, man. I hate to make this video. We gonna sit here and act like those teams in the '80s won't stack. Them Laker teams won't stack. They had Hall of Fame galore. Boston Celtics. Come on, man. You had Moses Malone, Mo Cheeks, Andrew Toney, Bobby Jones. You had 5 All-Stars on one team. And you crying about Kevin Durant going to the Warriors. You crying about Kevin Durant in Brooklyn. You crying about Kevin Durant in Phoenix. But you had 4 All-Stars playing with you. There was 5 All-Stars at one time in 1983. But you're complaining about Kevin Durant. Come on, man. Y'all older players need to stop it. Stop it, bro. But that's it. Tell me what y'all think. Deuces.